your next comic. So fortunate to have him. He was the last comic to make his debut on The Late Show with David Letterman. Please welcome Johhny Beehner.
Before I get started, I just want to say that my wife bought me this shirt last week. And she said, "Oh my gosh, you have to wear this shirt when you do your show in Las Vegas." And I said, "No." So no, I'm not going to wear that shirt. First of all, that's the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's totally unprofessional. And besides, you know I always wear my tie-dye kitty shirt. So I didn't wear the shirt she got me. You should have seen this thing. It was hideous. Ugh, it was like a Hawaii. I mean, it looked like that guy's shirt. Anyway. All right, did everyone get the joke? All right, that's joke number one. I'm going to take this off. I don't want to make you stare at this for 8 minutes. It's very distracting. There we go. All right, now I can do my act with a little dignity. Let's get into it. You guys like impressions? All right, I can only do one, so I'll do that one. You tell me if you can figure out who this is, but you got to wait till I'm done before you guess, okay? So I got to take this off. Hang on. Hey, who's up for a little round ball? Anyone up for a little round ball? Hey, who? You know, I'm just going to tell you, for the sake of time, that was Jake Hawkins. He's a guy I went to high school with. So, thank you. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. Actually, not a lot of people know this about me, but I am very tall. Yeah. And one thing I have learned in my time as a tall person is that people love to tell tall people that they're tall. I'm at the gas station pumping gas. The guy, one pump over, looks over at me. He goes, "Hey, buddy, you're pretty tall." I'm like, "Thank you. You have brown hair. Your turn. This is kind of a dumb game." And he goes, how tall are you? So I told him, I said, "I'm 6'5". He goes, "6'5", huh? That ain't nothing. I know a guy who's 6'8". All right. Tell him I said hello. I'll see him at the tall club, I guess. What else can I tell? Oh, I'm a dad. I have a little girl. I love her. She's my world. And you know what? I'll be honest with you. I'm a great dad. I'm a really good dad. Oh, and I have a son, too. I love being a dad. My wife and I, we had a hard time naming our kids. We just fight. She'd say a name. I'd be like, "No, that's kind of dumb." And then I'd say a name, and she'd be like, "No, you're kind of dumb." So we took turns. Here's what we did. So she went first, and she named my daughter. And she named her Edie, after, I don't know, her mom or dad or something. And so I got to name my son, and I've always been a big Michael Jordan fan, huge Michael Jordan fan. Had, watched all his games when I was younger, the Air Jordan sneakers. In fact, these are the retro UNC 6 Air Jordans, if you can see that. Anyway, so my son's name is Basketball Shoe, and I love him. I just don't want my kids to grow up to be dumb people. I know that sounds bad. I don't think it's going to happen, but you know what? There's dumb people out there. Someone's making them. Right? No one's making them on purpose. You know what I mean? I think you just kind of look at your kid one day and you're just like, crap. We got a dumb one. I took an Uber to the airport a couple weeks ago. My Uber driver's driving. We're getting close to the airport. He looks up at the signs, turns back to me, and he goes, "Hey, so are you arriving or departing?" Someone made that guy, okay? I didn't know how to respond. I was like, "I'm sorry, what's your question?" Arriving. Just got to stop at baggage claim, pick up my bags, I'll be right out. Thanks for coming to get me. Yeah, took one of those planes where they fly you directly to your house, then you take an Uber to go get your bags at the airport. 5 stars for you. Whatever. My wife and I were doing our best. We're very different, Like I grew up in a normal family. She grew up in like one of those hippy-dippy, all-natural weirdo families, you know what I mean? Like I used to, before I met her, I used to use Irish Spring, okay? It's good soap, right? This lady loves Irish Spring. I met my wife, we move in together, she sees my soap and she freaks out. She's like, whoa, what is it? You can't use that. That has aluminum in it. I'm like, what? I don't see any. She's like, no, you can't use that. You gotta use this weird misshapen oatmeal rock I bought from a homeless person at the farmer's market. It was $42. It's just the good stuff. I don't want to make waves, right? So I'm using her soap, okay? First of all, it hurts because there's pebbles in it. I don't know who's running quality control at the hippy-dippy soap factory, but I think they're asleep at the wheel. There's a lot of stuff going down the belt no one's picking out. This is a true story. I was using her soap one time, cut my leg. I looked down, there was a stick in the soap. You ever cut yourself soaping? Yeah. It's very frustrating. Whatever, I try not to make waves. You know, happy wife, happy life, right? Yeah. I wonder who came up with that. I wish husband rhymed with life. No, nobody's with me? All right. All those phrases, like pick your battles, that's another one. No one says that to women. That's like go-to advice for a guy getting married. Oh, pick your battles. Get married, pick your battles. What do we say to women? They're getting married. Oh, you're getting married, huh? You're gonna win. Kidding me? That's not fair. My wife and I were married, I don't know, like two months into our marriage. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, she's like, oh my gosh, let's get a dog. I want to get a dog. Let's get a dog. I was like, no, I don't want a dog. No way. I'm allergic to dogs. She's like, oh, you can get a shot for that. Let's go get a dog. It'll be great. It's fine. I don't know. I'm going to use one of my battles here. I said. She goes, what does that mean? What are you talking about? A battle? What are you talking about? Because no one ever said that to her, so she didn't know what the heck I was talking about. So I got to explain. I was like, well, you know, people always say, pick your battles. So I'm using one of mine for this. And she just started laughing, and then we got a dog. It's very frustrating. And she's such a hippie weirdo, we couldn't go to the store and get like a new, fun dog and watch it grow up, you know. No, we had to go to the pound and rescue some old handicapped dog. We show up at this place, my wife's like, do you guys have any blind dogs? A lady working there jumped out of her pants. Oh my, yes we do. We've been waiting for you. Come with me. Follow me. Takes us down the saddest hallway I've ever walked down in my life. Just walking. They got Sarah McLachlan on a loop as you're walking down the hall. And you get to the end of the hall. There's this old, dried out, like pug dog. My wife falls in love with. We basically showed up at the pound and said, yeah, that dog can die in our living room next week. That's fine. We'll take it, box it. Let's get out of here. We still have it. My wife and I, we have different jobs. She loves it and cuddles with it, and I walk it and feed it. You ever walk a dog whose hind legs are faster than its front legs? It's constantly trying to pass itself. Oh, on your left, on your left. It's got to recalibrate every 2 sidewalk squares. Whatever. I love my wife. You gotta do what you can. I'm trying to figure it out. I'll end on this. This is a true story. When I was in 8th grade, me and my buddy, we snuck into his parents' bedroom. He pulled out his dad's sock drawer. In the back of his dad's sock drawer, there was a Playboy magazine hidden so that his wife wouldn't see it. I was in 8th grade. Even at that young age, I remember thinking to myself, holy cow, this guy's hiding stuff from his wife? That's terrible. If my son snuck into my room, pulled out my sock drawer, he would not find a Playboy magazine. He would find a little Ziploc baggie with a half-used bar of Irish Spring in it. So, all right, guys, I'm Johhny Beehner. Enjoy the rest of your show. Thank you very much.